back up on the mountain checking traps. It's been a little slow, but I just checked that one over there by the stump. Nothing there, nothing in the dog proof. Now we're going to head on over to the other ridge and see what we got. Yeah, look at that. Yes, sir. He's a beauty. I had a little trouble with a red fox here earlier. He's giving me some trouble. He might have been the one that dug up my trap over there on the other ridge. But this right here is a dirt hole that I caught the big raccoon at the other day, and I remade it into a trench set. It looks like we got ourselves a nice deep pad catch right there. Awesome. We get this guy taken care of, and going to head up top there and then chuck the stump set. Show you a little trick I like to do when I catch a nice red fox. I always carry Ziploc bags with me, and I always take some of this dirt with me. Just a couple scoops, just to freshen up a new set. Just mimics an intruder in the area, usually picks up other fox. It's a nice little tip there to make your sets even more attractive to the fox, or even a coyote. Alright guys, we're gonna head up the hill, see what else we got. Alright, we're heading up on the mountain. We're on the other side of the, not the other side of the mountain, but the left side I should say. There's a huge ravine that divides this property. So we're gonna go up on the other side. Not too much going on the other side where the stump set is. Yeah, I can pick up some nice red foxes. I'll show you in a little bit further in this video. This side here has some really nice roads, so we're at the bottom right now. We got a road that goes to the right, a road that goes to the left, and then up there a little bit it splits off again. So there's 3 roads. So we're going to take the middle road right now and see if we can find a good location. Right down there at the bottom where I was sitting, where all 3 roads come together, but I want to get them on top because they don't really come down to the bottom until the snow really starts to fly. So that's why we're heading up here. A little buck scrape right there. Here you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see the definition where she drops right off of that huge ravine. So they don't really go straight up and straight down and come over here. They take these roads up at the top, which is a natural funnel for everything. This spot right here I set up last year and caught a couple nice reds. It's just a clearing on the side of the road. I set up a stump set, but I want to get up a little further because I know there's a stump that they're using. See the drop off. I'm sure that camera's showing the depth there, but it's a good 50 feet down and then another 100 feet down after that. goes across this way right here, and then this road. And this stump right here in particular, I know they used to use it, so I am going to set it up. Let's see what happens for this year. I'll bring you back in when I get started. Okay, I got my trap bed dug. I'm going to dry the stake now. I really like setting up these stump sets. They're like nature's fire hydrant for the canines, especially when they run right on the edge of these 2 tracks that come up and down this mountain. So bedding the trap, pretty standard. As long as it's solid, you're in good shape. There's a little extra hole for my chain to go down in. That's it. Now I've been having a little trouble with my pan covers, so I'm going to go with a couple good sized leaves that I can find and sift the dirt right over that. I'm just going to box off the pan so no dirt goes down in there, and that's it. Keeping everything as flat as possible. She's golden. A couple leaves on top. That's it. Now we're going to lure and bait this stump right here. Now I have a little bit of dirt from the last set where I caught a fox. I'm just going to sprinkle here at the bottom. A couple turds in there. Later 7. Inside the stump. Try and get it down in there. And then at the bottom. I'll leave my stick right there. There's a couple other turds that I picked up from the other farm. Just gonna put them right here. It would be like 10 o'clock to the trap location. Maybe 4 or 5 inches off of that. A shot of yarn on the stump. I'll give you a look at it, just like that. Real nice. I do have some cameras with me today, so I'm going to put a camera right on that tree right there. And that'll keep an eye on this set here. We'll see what happens. There's another road that runs along the lower end. That's where we're going to go next. Now we're going to go down to the lower road. There's the stump set we just set up right there. And then this is the road that tees into that one. And we're going to head down to this switchback here. See if we can find another good location. My battery's dying. That goes down in there. This right here is another 2 track that comes up out of the ravine, so pretty close to here is where I want to make my set. I'm trying to set up for rain, so I have to pick a spot that's not going to get ruined. We got a tree down over here. All right, we'll see how long the battery lasts. Now, this rock more or less comes to a point. I'm not going to make a dirt hole because we're going to get a lot of rain and it's just going to fill up. So I'm going to put just 2 punch holes, one on either side with 2 different kinds of smells in there. I'm going to bed the trap about 8 inches out. Everything's going down the hole on this one. It's never a good idea to put any kind of lure or anything on the rock because it's not porous and the rain's just going to wash it right off. Okay. Put that away before I forget it. Make sure we got a nice ledge for our trap to sit on. Take a little extra middle out. My chain to go down. Gonna layer right in there. A little bit deeper. Oh yeah, there ain't going anywhere. That's nice. Right there. Take that all day. Nice and solid. Couple of leaves. If you want to use leaves, you want to try and make sure that they stay within the trap jaws. You don't want the leaf encasing the pole itself because it will create a slippage that you don't want. Flatten it out, press her down, forget about it. That's it. Put the leaves back where we found them. Now we're going to make our punch holes. Still recording? All right. 2 punch holes. One's going here. One's going here. 1, 2. Now when I make these punch holes, a lot of guys don't like using sheepfoil anymore, but I don't have a problem with it. But I only need a little piece. That's it. You just roll it up in your fingers. Marble size. I think it helps keep everything intact. I set it right at the top of the hole until I put the lure on, and then I push it down. Just like that. Going to go with a paste bait that I developed. Looking real good. It's going down one hole. Nice big go up of that, size of a grape. That's all you need. That's going down there. A little chunk of beaver down the other one. That's going down there. Going to throw a little mint gland. I like a mint gland for a good change up. That's going to go right in between the 2 holes. on a stick. Gonna give a little squirt right in between the 2 holes again. And that's it. A couple well-placed leaves. Who knows what's gonna happen when the wind gets a hold of them. But we'll see what happens.